This is my FMP for Level 3 Music Year 1. My FMP goal is to create a 3 to 5 track EP in the genre of Midwest emo. I've noticed on the course that we get a lot of time to spend in the live room, which I think helped me decide that I wanted to do something to do with that on my project, which is why we're doing an EP, which will involve a lot of recording and logic. And I just think that the course just really helped me decide that that's what I wanted to do with this project. For me, in the project, I'm going to be playing the drums, which means I'm going to have to do a lot of research into the genre so I can look at the bands and their drummers and how they play and try and replicate it, and also bring it into my own drumming style to create a similar feel to the genre in our own songs and EP. On the EP, I'll be collaborating with 2 other people, Toby, who will be doing guitar and vocals, and Ben, who will be playing guitar. We chose to work as a group because we'd already played together and had 2 songs already written, so it was only a case of writing 3 more songs for the project. The genre of the EP is in Midwest emo, but it also has little areas that resemble indie pop or rock in some of the guitar riffs and drum beats as well, specifically quite memorable guitar riffs, like distinctive, and the drum beats are usually quite unique time signatures and don't follow a simple drum pattern and involves different parts of the drum being used. For the vocals, we will also be having quite a lot of shout/scream singing in our songs, as that's very similar to the genre, and we feature both electric and acoustic guitar as well as drums and vocals. Most of our EP is in a major key. The songs feature quite contrasting melodies to what the song's actually about, where it's mainly about heartbreak, whereas the songs sound quite happy and upbeat. We'll be using the main studio for our recording, but we'll use other rooms as well after our recording week to try and record vocals or bass. We plan to have our recording between the 16th and the 23rd of April, and we'll need 10 or 11 maybe mics for the drum kit, guitars and vocals. All our mixing and mastering is planned to be done by Toby, as he is the most experienced doing it, and it will be done in the last weeks of the project after our recording. This is the list of equipment that we're planning to use, but it could change as our recording week happens. We've noticed that we struggle to play in time with a metronome, so we will most likely do live recordings with a hint of DI recording with any mistakes rather than having to re-record the whole song. I'll need to research recording methods before we start our recording week, as we are completely sure on how we want to record the songs and know the pros and cons of each recording method. I'm going to research reflection methods so I can have a better quality reflections in my weekly reflection posts to give my FMP a higher quality. I'm going to need to research features of the genre to ensure that we replicate them to a similar standard, and lastly I'll need to research the equipment that we're going to use so we don't have to decide during our recording week. To evaluate my work, I'll be doing it through screenshots and videos, which will be shown in my weekly evaluations or reflection posts, and we'll look at the mark scheme to evaluate my work and ensure I'm following the mark scheme pattern. I've chosen to use the cold method as my reflection model. This is my timetable for the production of the projects and what I'll need to do in each week.